Who am I standing with?
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Ty Blasing. You're standing with Ty Blasing, girl.
By force.
It's-
Can I start with who's Shaka Khan?
No, there's a meme with RuPaul
Oh.
where that's like the answer for everything. Shaka Khan.
How many years have you been doing stand-up comedy?
About 2.5 years.
In
On and off.
On
But
and
every
off.
comic says that. I feel
This
like
is
every
true.
comic's always like on and off, on and off.
on and off, on and off.
On and off. And they're like, that's why I'm still bad.
In 2.5 years, what would you say your most best, favorite, awesome experience has been?
I would say my best favorite experience just in open mic comedy
Yeah.
or in just comedy in general.
Answer both.
Well, it's really hard to have a good experience with open mic comedy. I would say my favorite experience, though, honestly, running my own show.
Yeah.
You know, I think creating My Buddy's Live, especially with this girl named Carolyn Dickey, has been pretty great, but I think she is after me. I think she has this vendetta against me. I don't know what it is.
Can confirm. What all goes into running an open mic and sustaining it? Now, you've done it for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years. In 2 years, what is the biggest lesson, number one, that you've learned about sustaining an open mic, keeping,
Yes.
people engaged, keeping people coming, but
Mhm.
also keeping yourself in the community, keeping yourself active in doing your own stuff?
Consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency is the most important thing, I would say. Just keep showing up, keep grinding, and keep working on it, but also don't get stagnant. Don't be stuck. Don't be afraid to take some criticism and learn from it. Be open to, others' advice and everything. You don't have to listen to it all the time, but have an open ear. I think that is very important. Also, another thing I learned is don't wait for opportunities, create opportunities. You got to grab it,
Pieces. Have you ever been heckled before?
Have I ever been heckled before? Well, actually, funny enough that you mentioned this, when I was at my special, if you were paying attention and not on your phone, it was like a dumb heckle too. It was my sister. I do this gun joke where I say my dad has this many guns, and then she corrected me saying, he doesn't have this many, he has that many.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then she always gets at me. She's like, you shouldn't tell that joke because, people shouldn't know how many guns your dad has. And I'm like, then don't come to my special and be like, actually, it's this amount, which I think she did because she's like, well, if they're going to get robbed for their guns, at least have the right amount robbed.
Do you feel like you have a bad habit while performing stand-up?
Yes, I definitely have bad habits, and I've kind of combat them a little bit, but my bad habits really only come out now if I get really nervous on stage or if I'm kind of starting to bomb for some reason. Never a weird experience. I usually am not used to that. But cut to all the times I bombed.
You're running the light.
Running the lights actually go.
Yeah.
I definitely. It's weird because I will not give myself sometimes I lessen my material in case. Because I will always just end up talking about something else for a second or creating jokes on the fly that I end up running the light. And I'm like, fuck, now I got to wrap this up. A habit that I kind of stopped doing, this is going to sound way more sexual than it is, but touching myself on stage, I think it's just a coping mechanism. I used to when I would wear my chain and stuff, I'd play with it.
Yeah.
Little things. I stopped doing the physical touching as much. Now I kind of went to more verbal, sometimes I'll repeat a phrase 2 or 3 times because I'm either thinking that. Actually, sometimes I do that if I didn't get a bigger laugh and I still need time to think. I'll be like, oh, we'll get to that in a second. Sometimes I'll say that and I'll say it 2 times. Oh, we'll get to that in a second. It's okay, girl. When's the second time's a clicking and you're running your light?
Well, that's to be assumed.
To be assumed, true.
Where can people find you on social media, and when is your special coming out?
Oh my gosh. Well, my special is December 20th on YouTube. At Ty Blasing, everywhere on Ty Blasing, Instagram, the TikTok,
The Gmail.
The Gmail.
The Gmail.
The Gmail. The LinkedIn's my legal last name, but that's different. I am looking for a job in the spring.